What up, guys? This is chapter 40 of Kagurabachi, and boy, when I say things go down, things go down. Now, apparently, the blade, basically the one that had the most binding and the most seals on it. Apparently, we're about to see a glimpse of the power that this thing has, and in ways, it kind of remind me of Kagurabachi. Got a lot of references to, well, not references, but it reminds me a lot of Bleach, like quite a bit of Bleach, honestly. In fact, it reminds me of a sword that basically does blood or whatever. This sword almost reminds me of hers, Yuchiru's. That's what it does. Unohana, yeah. Yuchiro Unohana Yuchiro or Yuchiro Unohana, whichever one. Either way, it reminds me of her Bankai for what this thing can do, and we'll get to that in a second. But anyway, this just starts off with him, we think he dead in the finishing blow. And then the auction still goes on. And that's straight up, it's like the auction must goes on for this weapon. And then so Chiru just like says, man, he still has enough energy, but it's like Chiru's already like, keep in mind at this point Chiru's at his limit and the other guy is at his limit, and also the guy that fighting, the clan member, the head of the clan, is at the limit. So really all of them at this point is just fighting on nothing but fumes or not thin ice, but they're basically just going on empty. They're running on empty, and they're just like, okay, one last blow would end it for any of us, which gonna end up being probably not even one last blow. It's gonna end up a whole scale battle for the next chapter, which we're gonna get onto. But check this out. All right, so we kick back and we sees that in the auction or whatever, everyone freaking out because it's like, wait, are they demonstrating the Blade's ability? And we see two members of the government organization, when they was talking, they was just like, yeah, this whole thing is probably for them to do one big demonstration to prove that what this weapon can do. But they even saying like, how can he use the weapon and we have the person that's it's bound to? And then we go to a flashback with Chiro and the teleporting guy, which I can't remember his name right now. I will put that on the list to remember. I'm god awful when it comes to remembering names. But anyway, they're talking and they're just like, this whole thing has to be like some type of ruse. They're probably using it so they know, because they're probably putting in the auction because they know that the people going to come and try, the government going to come and try to buy it. But they also saying like, but it seemed like the real goal might actually be to use it, and the seal to that thing is stronger than the rest. Like all of them are strong seals, but they saying this seal is stronger than all the other seals. So it's almost like they're saying, and then they go on to say that the people that made that seal for that sword, the three old farts, which basically probably three people higher up in that in the government organization or whatever, created that seal. So they will be the only ones that knowing how to break it. And they even stated that it takes 10 years to do that. But that seal isn't just to protect the sword, isn't just to protect the sword or so. It's also apparently to protect the owner, the one is bound to, because that sword just is so special. And even Chiru was like, even he doesn't know what the sword looks like. He's seen all the other ones and know their abilities, but he said that one he doesn't know about. And then so we go back and then remember, one guy Chiro fought already said, yeah, I'm going to be the new owner of that sword, and this is just me doing what I needs to do to get that. So there's definitely a plan going on to get that sword a new owner. And it seems they even state there's a way to bypass the whole system of like probably not even killing him. So I wonder what that's going to be like. But we see how powerful this sword is almost from the get-go. So it's just like even the we go ahead in this battle, and we go ahead and see that we go to another flashback actually. And this flashback, or really I don't even think this is a flashback, this might just be what's happening on. We cut to where the guy with the tattoo is that kind of started this whole, and he just stated like, yeah, I kind of think it's kind of, it strayed a little bit far from the plan, but not too much. And also to the point, he also like, this might also help us out, because he was stating that apparently the drawbacks into this whole breaking the bound with the sword and the current owner, and he was like, I didn't want to risk what that was going to be, or curse or whatever was going to be like. So he kind of knew that Chiru would be able to push the clan leader to basically using the sword. And doing this kind of like whatever, if he would have touched it first, whatever it would have been releasing it would have been to him the drawback. Now it won't be on. Now he doesn't have to worry about it. Now the clan leader is the one that's getting the drawback of it. Because once he drew the sword, it's almost like I said, it's similar to Yachiru when she unleashed her Bankai and you just see a pool of blood dripping from her sword. Instead of the sword dripping, well, actually, no, it is the sword dripping from it, and just not a huge pool of blood like it was for Yachiru's, but just surrounding him. But yet, the thing of it is, this is the interesting part about it. He still even state, I can't even unsheath the sword, but I don't need to. And so much power just oozes almost literally off the blade itself into him, where even flowers are growing and flowers and growing and all this other stuff, and he's about to attack Chiru with the sword. And but the thing of it is, it's still sheathed. Keep in mind, the sword is still sheathed on. And Chiru's just like, so the sword can even still cut even without it being unsheathed, which that of itself is a huge boom to just how powerful this sword is. And keep in mind, Chiru already was thinking like, okay, there's something up with this sword. And it going to probably be able to manipulate the blood however he wish, which it looks like that's what it's going to be. Butterflies are coming out of it, flowers and stuff. It's almost like a garden, so who knows what type of stuff this is going to come into, which that of itself is just kind of cool of itself. It's almost a beautiful aesthetic, honestly. But it's like the clan leader's son, the one that's on Chiru's side, he just like, man, we are completely, it's like we're at our limit. Chiru's at his limit. I can't do no more teleportation ability no more. And just when you think things are almost about to get worse, there's like a butterfly just flumes from him, almost a blood, just behind him. And then that's not even the craziest part about it is, the craziest part about it is when we cut back and just, like I said, back to the guy, and he just about to kill over and die. We see the girl with the bonfire just come in and like, hey, what's going on? So that of itself is almost like, is she gonna help? Probably so, because she seems like a decent person, and she's not a terrible person. It's almost kind of, when they first fought and first met each other, it's almost more like a misunderstanding, really, if anything else, and just not even miscommunication, because it was, like I said, mostly a misunderstanding, and she was just kind of too hyped up, and Chiru was kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna fight you. So they already made a deal to help each other. Now they definitely gonna have to help each other, and we're probably gonna see what else this sword can do just sheath. Keep in mind, this sword is sheath, so we're not even seeing, and we're seeing why so many people want this sword and why they put to so much links to sealing it. It seems more demonic compared to the other ones. The other ones didn't really seem demonic in power. They seem more like controlling the elements, manipulating your mana or chi or whatever you want to call it, in similar in different ways. But this one seems straight up evil, like demonic. So it makes me wonder, like, okay, what else can this sword do? And keep in mind, these swords get stronger the more they evolve, and the greater the wielder of it understands the weapon and stuff. So if it's already this strong with someone that's about to kill over and die, I don't know what the heck this sword will be able to do later. And one can only imagine. I don't think Chiru doesn't have one sword is already destroyed. So, and of course, this is the sword of using bread and butter. But let's see, is it going to evolve again? It's going to have to. He's going to have to, and the bone girl are going to have to help him out. That's all I'm saying for sure. But yeah, guys, this chapter was crazy. And I'm definitely going to do a follow-up to the Bone Girl ability and what else this sword could possibly do. Because it seemed like the possibilities of it might be endless if you think about it. But that's just me, guys. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below, and catch you later.